Angel, and welcome back to my channel. I am here to start off a weekend reading vlog. It is Friday at 9:02 p.m. and yes, I did just make a coffee. I am trying to get some reading done tonight and I am considering this a little treat. And my cup has squirrels all around it. It's so cute, one of those icon glasses from Anthropology. The ice is kind of loud, so I've set that down to talk about what I'm reading this weekend, which I'm so excited about. I got approved for my first ever e-arc that I actually requested from a publisher, and the book is Gilded in Vengeance by Lissa Maya Smith. Here's the cover. The cover is gorgeous. I love it so much. Sorry if it's a little blurry, but so beautiful. So Gilded is in the title, and that has to do with the time period that we're in. This is a YA historical fantasy romance set in the Gilded Age, in Gilded Age, New York. And we are following our main character, Emmy, who is a charmed person. So the elite in this story are the charmed, and we have the Society of the Charmed. Emmy, at the start of this book, is showcasing her magic, what she can do, and is ultimately betrayed and made to look like a fraud. She is put into the worst prison, their prison, Grimsbane. And at the start of this story, she's feeling that betrayal, wanting to take her revenge when another prisoner, Jack Fontaine, breaks her out. And now he also was placed into prison by the Society of the Charmed, wants to, exact revenge. And that's where we start. We get Jack and Emmy in this whole revenge plot line. It has been so fun so far. I've been reading it on my phone because for some reason I downloaded it on my phone. I don't know, but I've been reading it on my phone and I've been enjoying it so much. It has everything that I love in a young adult book, at least so far. We have a historical setting and fun group to follow, magic. So on NetGalley, it says I am 44% through the book, so definitely going to finish this book this weekend, and then I need to review it, which is so exciting. I can't believe I got accepted. This is being published by HarperCollins, by the way, so HarperCollins publishers and NetGalley approved this art for me, and I'm so excited about it. As for tomorrow, I have a really fun day planned. We are likely going to, me, my spouse, and a friend are likely going to start the morning off at one of my favorite bookstores, Fable Hollow. They have brought back pumpkin spice for the weekend, I believe, so I'm going to try to get a pumpkin spice drink and enjoy that. Then we're heading over to a brewery that's having this little festival, kind of like a Ren Fair. Going to get dressed up and have fun. They'll have vendors there, so I love to see the crafts that people do and get some cute things that you can't find anywhere else. I believe it was that same festival last year. We went to it last year too with our friends that we're going again with this year. I got the crocheted chickens. If that person's back, I might get another one. I don't know, but I'm so looking forward to that. And I'm still not comfortable vlogging in public and like talking or anything like that, so I'll probably include clips with just some music over them, but I definitely want you all to see that because I love this event. I went to it the first time last year, and as long as they keep it going, I'll try to go every year. And of course, just to show Fable Hollow. And Fable Hollow is a fantasy bookstore in Knoxville, Tennessee. It is so beautiful the way they have it decorated in there. I follow their page on Instagram, and I have since before they opened. They seem so kind, and their shelves are very curated. Everything is very curated, and I really love it in there. It's so fantastical. And I know that they wouldn't judge me if I walked in there dressed up like I will be for the festival, but I'm still a little bit shy, so I don't know. I already have a dress picked out, so I'm going to kind of go for like a dress with a corset and maybe wear my elf ears. I'm not sure about that yet, how comfortable I feel with that, but I know I'm going to be wearing gold freckles and have my hair wavy. I do need to put braids in for the night to sleep in those so that my hair will be wavy tomorrow. So yeah, it just depends how dressed up I want to go, or if I just want to look more cottagecore. So we'll see, but they definitely won't judge you there if you do show dressed up. They actually really encourage that, and I love that about the bookstore. So we'll see if I get anything. I don't have plans to actually buy any books, but that I always fell at that, and I do want to support the business, so we'll see. Unless something changes tomorrow, if I buy a book that I immediately want to start, my plans for after I finish reading Gilded in Vengeance are to dive into either The Enchanted April by, who's it by? Oh, Elizabeth von Arnim. This I just got, well actually both of these are new purchases for me. This one is a classic that is short, but the font is so small. Look at that, oh my gosh. I don't know if I could read this in a day. When I saw online that it was only like 164 pages, I was like, oh yeah, I can totally read that in a day, no problem. But then I opened it up and that font, I'm not sure, but I want to read this month because it says April in the title, so we'll see about that one. And then the other option I have is also another small book, also another new book. That is Everything is Tuberculosis by John Green. I did get a signed edition, and this is the color that I got. According to what John Green shared, I think that the color I got is the one he labeled whatever this color is, which would have been the last batch that he signed. So, but I love it. I'm so looking forward to this one. It's been a while since I read anything by John Green, and I'm just very fascinated, very interested in this topic. If you've followed John Green on YouTube for a while, you know that he's always been interested in the topic of tuberculosis, so it really does feel like kind of his dream book. We'll see which one I get into after Gilded in Vengeance. Not sure yet, very difficult decision. But yeah, for now I'm just going to continue reading Gilded in Vengeance and sip on my coffee, eat my little cookie, have my historical romance candle going, of course, and just have a very relaxing Friday night, and then have a very fun Saturday, which I'll take you along for, and I hope that you'll stick around and watch. Okay, I think I have the camera on the right setting now. I just filmed a whole clip and it was in slow motion, so let's try this again. It's been a while since I last updated you. Of course, I went to Fable Hollow, loved that, and also went to the festival, and that wore me out, so I took a nap, and then I finished reading Gilded in Vengeance, and I really enjoyed that. To give you my review and also give you a haul of everything of everything that I got today. So first, Gilded and Vengeance. I really enjoyed this one. It was so much fun and it was such a quick read. Of course, the revenge plot really helps make it a page turner. It's got that fast-paced plot, and also we have a partner in crime situation that makes it compelling. I loved our main character Emmy and watching her develop. Of course, it is YA, so if things annoy you about characters doing silly things or being able to do things that you don't think they should be, this one might not be for you. But I love that. I love YA historical fantasy. That's been something I've really gravitated towards lately, and I'll be putting my official review on my Instagram if you want to check that out. It's the same as here. It's This Angel Reads. I really enjoyed it, and I think I'm going to give it 4 out of 5 stars, and I will definitely look out for more from this author. So on to my day. Fable Hollow. It was so fun getting pumpkin spice in spring. So random, but it was perfect, and just getting to hang out with my friends and have a very fantasy filled day. Anyway, to the haul. At Fable Hollow, I only got my pumpkin spice latte, which was delicious, and a keychain for a friend. I didn't actually get anything for myself. On to what I got from the festival, which is called Ritter Fest. I picked up another crocheted chicken. The vendor was there again this year. I just love these so much. They're so cute, and it's going to go beside the blue one that I have on top of my kitchen cabinets. And I got my sister this little kitten. I don't remember these being out last year. They might have been and I just missed them, but they're so cute. It's the same size. Sorry for the bad crinkling. It's the same size as the little chicken, so I think these are the smallest options available. But they're so cute. I can't wait to give that to her. And then I got something bookish. Oh, Mabel. It is a wooden block of the Frankenstein cover. I thought this would be so cute to put on my bookshelf. It has Frankenstein or the Modern Prometheus by Mrs. Shelley engraved on there. I just love the design. I thought this was so cool. So that is everything I got at the festival. But I wanted to show you, I wanted to unbox this package with you. This is my first purchase from Rustic Pages Etsy store. Rustic Pages has a very popular bookstagram. It was actually one of the first accounts that I found and that commented on my Welcome to Bookstagram post, and I just hadn't bought from her store yet, even though I loved everything. So I finally bought a couple things, and I'm so excited to show you. Let's see. How cute. And this is her card. Getting this stuff everywhere. She recently posted these miniature frames, and of course I bought one to add to my gallery wall. It's so cute. This is adorable. Yeah. Well, it's just showing, it's just reflecting the camera, but it's a Hobbit door. How cute. I think I'll put that next to the Lord of the Rings map. Or is that overkill? I don't know. You can also just stand it somewhere. I'm not sure. I'll have to decide on that, but it's so tiny and so cute. And then I got a couple bookmarks that I had been eyeing. They're wrapped up so nice. So I got this Gothic one, which goes great with the Frankenstein. Cute. Both of these give off fall vibes. Fall is my favorite season, so what can I say, but I love to read Gothic stories any time of the year. And then this one I got, which is a window opening up to a pumpkin patch. Can't wait to use that one in the fall. These are so beautiful. For now, I'm going to eat some pizza and watch The Mummy Returns and just have a relaxing night. And then I will update you once I start my next book. So I ended up going with Everything is Tuberculosis by John Green. Oh, let me get the dust jacket. So yes, I went with Everything is Tuberculosis by John Green. I am only on chapter 4, which starts on page 29. And is it crazy to already say that this is a 5-star book? I was telling anyone and everyone about this book from the moment I started it, 6 pages in even, and trying to get everyone I know to read it. This is my first nonfiction by John Green I've read. I read Paper Towns, and I also read The Fault in Our Stars, which I love. The Fault in Our Stars. That was my first John Green I ever read, which I'm sure is true for a lot of people. And then I read Paper Towns. That one, unfortunately, I didn't fall in love with, and I haven't really felt compelled to pick up Looking for Alaska or his other books, which I used to own actually, and then I just, yeah, they were on my shelves for years and I didn't feel the need to pick them up. But I love the way John Green speaks. I love watching his YouTube channel with his brother Hank, and when he announced this book, I knew this was what was going to get me back into reading John Green, that I had to read this book, because I remember just watching John Green's book recommendations or like talking about books he'd read. Every video he would mention a book about tuberculosis. So when he announced this, I was like, that is so fitting. This is literally the most John Green book. It's so interesting to see how tuberculosis, which we view as like kind of like this historical disease, like how prevalent it still is today, and that so many people are still dying from it, like 1 million people every year. And that's not something I feel like is on most people's minds. And because I'm thinking of where do I hear about tuberculosis most often? Like in a gothic novel I'm reading where they're mentioning consumption and they're trying to find a cure. Like that's where I'm hearing it, but really it's still here, and it's just interesting to learn about the populations that it's affecting the most, and that this is treatable, this is preventable, and this is already a 5-star. I can feel it. Let's have a little reading sprint together. It's been a while since I've updated this vlog. Definitely not a weekend reading vlog. It's been a couple of weeks since I last updated you. Life has just happened. Some, you know, life. So anyway, I've had other priorities than reading and filming, but I'm going to end this vlog here before I've even finished Everything is Tuberculosis by John Green. Everything I've said so far is true, and I am almost done with the book, but it's getting later in the day this Sunday, and I want to go ahead and edit this video so I can get this up for you guys. This will still be a 5-star. I've teared up a few times reading this. It feels weird to say I'm enjoying it because of the topic. I just really appreciate this book, how accessible it is. John Green is able to tackle such a complex topic as healthcare and just really bring to light this issue. I'm really appreciating that, and it's so informative but so readable. Like I said, I'm almost through with it. I'm on page 126 of 189, so I'll likely finish it by the end of today, and I can give my full review in my April wrap-up, so stay tuned for that. With 126 pages of Everything is Tuberculosis, and then I believe Gilded in Vengeance, where I read that e-arc by Lissamia Lisa Maya Smith. That arc was 330 pages, so I'm just going to say I read a little under 400 pages for this vlog, and I have really enjoyed everything I've read. If you want to see my full review of Gilded and Vengeance, check out my Instagram, This Angel Reads, and like I said, for my full review of Everything is Tuberculosis, check back for my April wrap-up. I hope you all have a great day. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!